अब शाहरुख खान 40 साल के बाद क्या कर रहा हो, सोच रहे होंगे कि क्या करना है, या अभी भी लड़कियों के आगे पीछे भागना।
It was at this moment that he knew he f***ed up.
नहीं, अब तो लड़कियां पीछे पीछे भागेंगी। आपकी उम्र में लड़कियों के आगे पीछे भागना पड़ता है, मेरी उम्र में तो लड़कियां पीछे भागती हैं।
नहीं, बात
One of my favorite things to do regarding the entertainment industry and just media in general is the several hours of interviews that both celebrities have to sit through and journalists have to conduct. And especially with respect to the countless number of people that are going to be interviewed with their own specific agendas, both celebrities and journalists have their moments where they either say something absolutely tone deaf and insensitive, or the journalists cross the line of basic decency with individuals. Taking a look at some of the odd statements by both celebrities and journalists recently that rubbed the masses the wrong way, here is Tried&Refused Productions, talking about several interviews that became the talk of the town recently. Rohit Shetty. When Rohit Shetty appeared with Sara Ali Khan and Ranveer Singh to promote Simba on the Kapil Sharma show, the director was asked on what was the process of casting Sara Ali Khan, an actor at that time who had not made her debut yet. Shetty with deep detail conveyed how Sara had appeared in Shetty's office and begged and pleaded for work. Shetty exasperated that Sara was begging for work. Further stated that he was moved to tears that Saif Ali Khan and Amrita Singh's daughter was begging for work. So much gratitude and respect from a star child took Shetty by surprise, and he couldn't help but give work to her. Shetty might have felt that he is doing a service to Sara's image by showcasing this act, but it only doubles down on the fact on how disconnected celebrities are to actual problems and, well, the buzzword struggle. You know, the point I'm trying to make here is that especially today when the public is aware of the countless stories of making it big in the industry, this anecdote of begging for work just comes across as hilarious, and it further showcases the insular nature of the star child system in Bollywood. The point is that cast children of stars. It's the producer's choice 100%. Prove your worth in front of camera 100%. But don't double down in public interviews to showcase the tough journey of star children that begged and pleaded for work, and she got the part precisely for that. It, especially in today's climate, comes across as extremely disingenuous. People were posting on Twitter that from now on, every struggling actor should plead for work to Rohit Shetty and he will give you a role. NASEERUDDIN Shah. I have deep respect for NASEERUDDIN Shah for his craft and the years that he has put in to perfect it. From theatre to some of the most impressive work, I don't think anyone can deny the fact that he is a legendary performer. Where I respect him for his work, it is well known that the man in his candidness can also go to the length of ridiculing fellow actors. He has said things about the capability of actors like Rajesh Khanna and Amitabh Bachchan, and recently went on India Today to speak about the current state of news coverage in India, where I agree that the news channels today have become this agony aunt for any grievances of the Hindi film industry, as if it's the worst place to be in. He went ahead so as to take a dig at Kangana Ranaut as well. He said that the world shouldn't care about the perspective of a half-educated starlet. This statement was not only distasteful but extremely disrespectful. Criticism of another person's statements is one thing, but to take a personal dig at her educational qualifications definitely was a low blow and extremely rude. KAREENA Kapoor. I don't know why, but suddenly there is this need by Indian celebrities to give interviews not about their work but everything else under the sky, which is bringing into the public light a sense of disconnection that they have with respect to the ground reality. When KAREENA Kapoor sat for an interview with Barkha Dutt, there were some problematic statements made by the star. While I cannot deny she is one of my favorite performers in front of camera, this interview definitely rubbed me the wrong way. At a time especially when the debate about the upper hand of star children is at its peak and how much outsiders have to work above and beyond just being talented, KAREENA said, yes, I didn't come with 10 rupees to Bombay in a train, but I also did struggle. Yes, everyone has their journeys, but to flippantly state it as if it can be compared to the access and opportunities she has had is rather insincere. I sometimes feel like most of the star children should stop justifying that their struggle also holds merit, as if in a competition, and focus on their craft. The other statement that seems to be recurring for star children is that they always compare their situation regarding the inheritance to professions such as doctors and lawyers. That fathers and mothers who are doctors and lawyers would want their children to be the same. The parallel is stated without taking into consideration that the children of doctors and lawyers still have to garner degrees in college before reaping the benefits of their parents' practice. The concept of theatre, training and lessons for most star children is still an afterthought after they have reaped the benefits of stardom and their consecutive film offers, even before they have proved the masses that they are capable actors. The comment, especially regarding nepotistic children becoming stars and stating, "Aap ja rahe ho na film dekhne, to mat jao. Nobody has forced you," definitely did not fly well with the masses as well. Kangana Ranaut. The 19th of August 11 AM was a victory for many people. The Supreme Court decided that the SSR case should be handed over to the CBI. After several inconsistencies that came out in the public, Sushant Singh Rajput fans, Arnab Goswami's relentless journalism, no matter how much you criticize him, his team did not stop in revealing several lapses in investigation, and notable voices in the form of Kangana Ranaut and Ankita Lokhande made this possible. Where this moment should have been a step towards reaching the truth, and Kangana, even though her initial Bollywood lobby narrative shifted as Sushant's family filed the FIR in Bihar and none of the production houses were mentioned, her interview still brought about a discussion about the archaic structure and the lack of opportunities in the Hindi film industry. Where the new interview, I thought, would be about the bravery and strides taken by Kangana and Arnab and the silence of Bollywood, which was alarming from the onset and was rightly pointed out. She brought up great points regarding the hypocrisy in Bollywood for not speaking out. Kangana mudslinging Deepika Padukone's name with absolute venom was extremely uncalled for. Deepika's journey with mental illness is her personal story. For Kangana to say things like उन्हें डिप्रेशन हो गया 8 सालों बाद, उनके फिर अफेयर भी चल रहे थे, वो बाहर जाके सचती सवरती भी हैं, पर डिप्रेशन साथ साथ में है, really comes across as rude, insensitive and unnecessary. Where we all agree that as the new revelations came about the case, it was clear for many, including me, who fell prey to the narrative, that this case is way more complicated than just a mental health angle. But to take Deepika's name and shame her for normalizing discussion regarding mental health, which she has done with her NGO since years, this name calling made the situation even more toxic, negative and venomous than it already is, and shifted the focus of what is truly important, the family of Sushant and the public getting clarity and justice. RAJDEEP SARDESAI. Rajiv Sardesai in his news coverage since the tragic incident on the 14th of June has been on a tirade to talk about the sad turn that journalism has taken, heavily catered towards sensationalism and TRP. But where it has become a sport to take on the opposite stand just for the sake of it, Sardesai has doubled down to even defame the status of Sushant as a star. Where Rajdeep believes that the outrage is not equivalent to the popularity of Sushant, which is according to me absolutely disgusting to say for someone who is not there anymore, let alone there being so much foul play in the case. When Rajiv Sardesai invited Vikas Singh for an interview, the family lawyer of Sushant Singh Rajput, the very first accusation that Sardesai presented was that Vikas Singh and Sushant's family were conducting a media trial, already assumed Riya to be guilty, and further said, "Is this the way a trial should function? In studios and surround sound?" First of all, how hilarious and disconnected it is for Sardesai to invite Vikas Singh to discuss the matter on his news channel and then accuse him of going from one news channel to the other where he is being called, yes, he is being called, and to criticize him for presenting facts about his case and the FIR. The same case Sardesai is asking questions about on his news channel. ये वही बात हो गई जुड़वा 2, हाउसफुल 4 और रेस 3 के टिकट्स के लिए लाइन में खड़े हुए हो और दोस्तों को बोल रहे हो कि भाई आजकल कितनी गंदी पिक्चरें बन रही है ना. This is one Vikas Singh, and rightfully so, walked out of the interview because he was not interested in a media trial. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what are your opinions about these interactions that came out recently. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.